Namaste Yogi, welcome to your practice today. We are focusing on the upper half of our body today, primarily chest and upper back. And in terms of Chinese medicine perspective on this, we are working with the elements of grief, sorrow, sadness, loss, anything that feels heavy in the upper body, we're looking to release. Of course, that also includes physically, especially if you carry a lot of your tension in your upper body, just like I do. This practice is going to help dissolve all of that. For props, you'll need a couple of blocks for sure. And of course, if you want to bring anything else like bolsters, blankets, pillows, absolutely go ahead and grab those for this 30-minute class. And we're going to get started with our first pose, coming into supported fish. So we're going to take it really gentle. Your block that's going to go behind the head is going to be at this very highest level. You're going to place that up towards the top of your mat. And then to give the chest and the back the most amount of support, your second block is going to go on the lowest level and it's going to run horizontal across your mat. So once you have this set up, you can turn yourself around and start to lower onto your blocks. You want to make sure that the block that's behind the chest, so the upper back, is not digging into the lower ribs. Your bum is grounded, and then your neck is also free here. Your head is supported. Take your arms out, shoulder height, a soft bend in the elbows, palms up. And then if anything feels tender, keep your knees bent, touching and feet wide. Otherwise, feel free to extend your legs out. Take a couple of moments to really set it up. And then close your eyes down. We're going to work with a specific breath pattern in this practice today. For this pose, you're going to be inhaling for a count of 3 through the nose, and then exhaling for a count of 6 out through the nose. And at any point, if that feels like maybe it's a little too much, feel free to scale it back a little bit. You never want to force or push the breath, but we want to use it to anchor us, ground us into the present moment. Allow your jawline to relax a little more deeply as you separate lower molars from upper molars, letting the tongue relax. Feeling those shoulders a little heavier as you begin to release and let go of everything that you're holding in your upper body. Take 2 more full rounds of breath. If your legs are fully extended, begin to walk your feet back onto the mat and bring your feet and your knees so they're side by side. And to come out, you're either going to gently roll to the side and make your way up into a cross-legged position, or you're going to just use the core strength and start to come up onto your hands, lift yourself up, and then we'll rebound just sitting up tall, hands in the lap, eyes closed. Continuing long, slow, deep breaths here. Now gently open the eyes. You're going to take your blocks out of the way for a moment. You can just put them to the side. You may be needing one block, but our next pose, we're going to move into rolling panda, which is an upper body and shoulder release. And I'm going to show you a couple of different variations in the event that being directly on the shoulder and the side of the head is too much for you. So first option is you're going to come into tabletop and knees are stacked underneath your hips, shoulders and wrists are stacked, and you're coming down onto your right shoulder, the side of the head, and your palm is up. Okay. Now, if the floor feels far, this is where a block is really nice. You can come back up, put a block on the lowest setting, and then as you come back down, your head lands on the block. Okay. Now, if you feel like that's still too much pressure, your last option is to sit your hips back to your heels and then thread the arm underneath, maybe using a block under the side of the head, maybe not. Okay, so lots of different options to work with here. I want you to choose what feels best for you. Draw your navel slightly up towards your spine to help stabilize your back. And then press into your left palm on the mat. And this is also going to help you as well. And then once you settle in, just long, slow, deep breaths. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable and safe.
take in one more deep breath. And then to come out of the pose, you're going to press into your left hand quite a lot. Pull your belly in and lift up. If you had blocks, take them to the side and let's rebound on the belly. Just stacking hands one on top of the other, forehead rest down, feet go wide. And then gently lift your head, slide your hands underneath your shoulders and lift back up to tabletop. And we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to turn around so it makes it a little bit easier for you to see. Grab your blocks if you think you're going to need them. And then you're going to thread this time your left arm underneath. You're either coming down onto the side of the head or you're coming onto blocks. And again, on this side, if it doesn't feel good to have your hips up, take it back, hips towards heels or on a block, and then come down, okay? Make sure that you're pressing enough into the right palm to help stabilize you here. And your low belly is drawn in. And then anchor into your breath.
Take one more deep breath. And then press into the right hand this time. Lift up, start to unwind. Come right back down onto the belly. Take the feet wide, stack the hands, bow the forehead down, deep breaths here. And gently lift your head, slide your hands back underneath your shoulders, lift back up to table. And then you're going to grab your 2 blocks and we're going to come into supported sphinx. So these blocks are going to be resting right on your shoulder heads at the lowest level. And you're going to place them towards the top of your mat on an angle. And then you're going to come down onto your belly. And then you're just going to adjust these blocks so that literally the top of your shoulder head lands on it. And then your palms are turned up, feet are wide. You can either bring the forehead down, or if you prefer, you can bring one ear to the mat and then kind of rotate as you need to. take one more deep breath in and out through your nose. And then you can choose to stay here if you really love this pose. You can make it your final Shavasana, or you can start to lift yourself up and then literally just turn yourself around and come on to your back. And take your feet wide, take your arms by your sides, palms up. And whatever remaining heaviness you may still feel, take a breath in to absorb it and let the breath out release it. Feel free to take a little more time here on your mat, as long as you need. May you feel at peace. May you feel at ease. May you feel light and spacious, and in your body, and in your nervous system, and in your mind. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Have a beautiful rest of your day, yogi. Namaste.